right, welcome back to another episode of Weird Fruit Wednesday. Today we have one of my favorite fruits of all time, and that is rambutan. I have fallen in love with this fruit. I first discovered it maybe like 6-7 years ago at this point, and every single summer I get excited when I start to see them in the stores because it is so good. And luckily for me, they are quite affordable, so it's a win-win. So rambutan is a fruit that comes from Asia, Indonesia, very warm and very tropical climates. I've read a lot about rambutan recently, and I've learned that it is extremely tropical because the trees do not survive if it gets below 50 degrees, which is quite warm. I think they've tried to introduce it to America and other climates that are similar, and they haven't really had a lot of luck. I know they've introduced it to Puerto Rico and they had success there, and they may have had success in South Florida. I have yet to see a tree in South Florida with rambutan on it, so I'm not really sure about that. But for the most part, you will not be able to find this tree growing in the United States. Okay, so rambutan is a red fruit with these little yellow, greenish points on it. It is quite fuzzy looking. It's not sharp at all. You definitely want to make sure that you pick one that is red and not brown. I will say, I've seen it pop up at a lot of stores recently. I've seen it pop up at Walmart, Whole Foods, Publix, Harris Teeter, and some stores, it's consistent. Surprisingly, Walmart does a really good job of selling quality rambutans. Others, I have a feeling, don't know when it goes bad because they're not familiar with the fruit. But you always want to make sure that you find one that is red with a little bit of green or yellow, but you don't want the, if this makes any sense, you don't want the center part to be yellow or brown or like shriveled up. Then it is past its prime. A lot of times you will see rambutan in stores and it will look like that. Don't get it then. Get it when it is nice and red, and that's when it's going to taste the best. I have some, so for comparison, this would be a really good one because it's really red and it's not shriveled up or anything. This one is very yellow, so it's probably not going to be as good. I think this one's still okay. I would lean more on wanting to get one that is yellow than brown. I don't have any that are brown, thank goodness. This was a good pack, but if you see them and they're brown, I would just not even bother picking them up because that's not an accurate representation of what they taste like. So rambutan are in the same family as lychee and longan, which I've done videos for those, so make sure to check those out. I'll try to put a sticker here. I love rambutan the most. I have tried all three of those many times, and rambutan, to me, the other two are like right here. Rambutan is way up here. I think it is significantly better, and it's cheaper. So rambutan has a similar texture to lychee and longan, but the taste, all three of them, I think the taste is completely different. I don't even think they're like similar at all. Rambutan is definitely the sweetest, and I think it has a kind of coconutty taste along with the sweetness, so that's why it's so good. But the texture is very grape-like, like those fruits as well. All right, so let's open it up. So there are a couple different ways that you can open this up. You can use a knife and cut around it and peel it off, or you can use your teeth, or I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera, but let me get one where it's very defined. Okay. I'll try to put like an arrow, but there is a line on the rambutan. It's amazing how it does this. There's a line that you can just follow perfectly. Take your fingernail or just whatever and peel it off. So you will just get, they are the easiest to peel out of the rambutan, longan, and lychees. And that is what the inside looks like. It's a nice little egg shape. And it's juicy, but it's not like the lychee where it's dripping. It's very nice and like, it's kind of like a cold grape. So to eat it, again, you can eat it, put it in your mouth, spit the seed out. You can eat around the seed, or I just like to break it off around the seed. Something that happens with lychee that doesn't, or not lychee, something that happens with rambutan that does not happen with lychee or longan is that part of the seed will stick to the fruit. It's okay. It's similar to when a coconut, the brown part of a coconut, sticks to the white part. You can eat it. It's not going to change anything. I honestly kind of like it because it adds something to it. But yeah, so when that happens, don't be like, ah, I can't get it off. It's fine. Just eat it. Mmm. Okay, so the flavor is very similar to a coconut, but imagine a hummingbird. Oh my gosh. Come here. Wait, let me see if I can get it. All right, you win some, you lose some. I did not get the hummingbird, but back to Rambutan. So Rambutan has a coconut-like flavor, but it's more juicy than coconut. So imagine a juicy coconut. That's how I would personally say it. And I think it would be sweeter than coconut. Coconut's not really that sweet, but Rambutan is sweet. It's sweet, it's juicy, it's got a good flavor. I recommend Rambutan to everyone. I think it is truly a top 10 fruit of mine personally. And I know multiple other people that love it just as much as me. So that's the Rambutan seed. As I said, I have never been able to sprout it, and I think that is because it dies when it gets cold. But if you've had luck sprouting a Rambutan, I would love to know because I have been trying so hard for so long, but honestly, I think it would ultimately end up not working out because if they die below 50 degrees, it's gonna die. So Rambutan, like lychee and longan, comes with its own little nice protective layer, so you can throw these in your bag, throw them in a lunch bag, and they are great. So they're super easy to take with you. My husband and I, honestly, we like to just get a pack like this and take them on road trips when they are in season, and they're usually in season during the summertime. So there are a couple different varieties of Rambutan. I do not personally know them. I have not had them, but I know that there are quite a few varieties, and this is the only one I've ever had. So hopefully one day I'll be able to try more of the varieties, but for now, these are phenomenal. All right, so that is Rambutan. If you've had Rambutan before, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video and stick around for all the Weird Fruit Wednesdays to come, and I will see you guys next time.